In life, we must confront challenges not only for ourselves, but also for those around us. Our initial reaction may be to try to assist them, but does our response truly bring them the peace they seek, or does it merely compound their suffering? Unintentionally escalating their pain is a common occurrence. According to Stoic theory, providing the right answer requires not only empathy, but also calmness, understanding, and knowing when to intervene. I am returning to share this knowledge with others. By adhering to the principles of Stoicism, we not only become friends but also serve as a beacon of hope, empowering those in distress to know that they are not alone. Determine their response to their situation. We will discuss this topic in this video. Look for the best way to reply. To someone who is in pain because of St. Cyrus's wise and loyal spirit thinkers, do you dare accept the take on the challenge and discover the true nature of power? Inside of you, let's start right now. Experience and internalize it together. The wonderful ideas of Stoicism provide guidance on how to live a life that is not only full, but also filled with contentment and peace. First, cultivate a life that is not only full of value, but also filled with happiness and peace. Maintain your peace, listen to others, and maintain your composure. Listen, every one of us faces challenges in our lives. There are times when we witness our loved ones, friends, or even strangers experiencing physical or emotional pain. During these times, many people are physically present and feel compelled to take immediate action, either by helping or seeking answers. However, the Stoic philosophy teaches that your actions carry immense power, emphasizing the importance of maintaining peace and honesty in these situations. Listening to this is not just an experience, but also a deep approach. The best way to understand someone else's pain is to make things even more difficult. Epicurus, a Stoic scholar, once said that we have 2 mouths and 2 ears, meaning we talk twice as much as we listen. This sentence embodies a fundamental principle that we should adhere to when interacting with someone who is experiencing pain. We should engage in more reading. It's important to remember that our understanding extends beyond our words. It's not just about hearing words, it's about really seeing and feeling what the other person is saying. It's a form of deep understanding that helps us picture ourselves in avoiding being critical or in a hurry. There are various ways to assist someone who is experiencing difficulties. They don't need a quick fix for their pain. They need an immediate answer or a quick fix. Someone calm and patient enough to give them time and space to listen. They need to express the emotions that are consuming them. We believe there is more to say in this situation. Are our talks motivated by fear, don't want to talk, or aren't sure what to do yet? That's when a real presence creates a space where the person experiencing pain can freely express their ideas, views, or quickly thought out things. Maintaining composure is crucial. Meditations stress that no one can feel something without your permission. This also applies to how we treat others when they say, most of the time our intention is not to inflict pain on others, judge their thoughts and feelings. Are we overly empathic or overly sensitive? This is the time to employ Stoic thinking. We must understand that there are other people. What they feel is real to them, and instead of judging, we should see how they feel. Consider this scenario. A friend of yours has recently experienced a painful breakup, and despite telling you that they trust you, they believe the world is ending. You might think their thoughts are excessive, but let's not make that claim. You need to pay attention and let them talk. When you make judgments, you create a safe space for them to express their emotions without fear of judgment. Listening not only helps you understand their pain, but also enables them to discover solutions to their problems. When you truly listen to someone, they can gradually organize their chaotic thoughts. Keep in mind they can view the issue from various perspectives, and ultimately they find their path. We move forward in the busy world of today, and a lot of people feel alone and lost, even when there are many people present. An example of this is when people go to therapy. The therapist's main job is to hear what they have to say. Be patient. They won't judge you. They don't offer an answer right away either. Instead of letting the patient talk what's truly happening within their hearts. By listening to it, a lot of people find peace of mind and balance through this. This can be observed in the most severe pain. Sometimes what people need isn't always what they want, help or solutions, but just it's refreshing to be around someone who knows how to listen. Being cool is not the same as listening. They are strong but simple to beat. Building blocks for going deep. Get close to those who are experiencing hardship. Epictetus taught us that suffering is necessary and that we have no control over the events around us. However, we have the power to control our actions, which is often the most effective solution. Does it pull us into a spiral of undesirable things? Stoic philosophy says that feelings are one of the most important things. Maintain a clear and tranquil mind, not feelings that carry us away. Ideas that support us should be used well, and in the event of detection we should carefully consider our options, give correct and fair advice to help them get through their difficult times. Epicurus once said that people are things that don't bother me, the view does. People take control when we allow them to. We allow ourselves to absorb the suffering of others. Not only do we lose the power to examine the situation with an open mind, but we also weaken and lose control quickly of our own. A lot of people tend to think that seeing someone else's pain and crying with them shows that they are mad at them. Understand that this isn't bad, but if we let other people control our feelings, sometimes when we stand in front of someone else's pain, do we really help them? It might be challenging to maintain composure, but consider someone who is drowning. The waters are flowing and you are joining them. A life jacket can help either of you get away from. This situation is similar to being swept away by someone else's feelings. Without Marcus, you are in charge of your own. Aurelius was not only the emperor of Rome, but also an important Stoic scholar. Once said, "You have control over your mind. Events from the outside will see this, and we don't get our strength from having feelings of sympathy, for not just from being able to maintain composure and maintain a clear mind in any situation. This not only helps us avoid that, falling into negative feelings, but also lets us see things more clearly. This makes it clear so we can offer fair help. And so how can we prevent ourselves from being swept away? Getting caught in someone else's feelings is one of the main ideas Stoic theory governs our lives. Responses to outside things happen when you experience someone else's pain. We need to stay strong and remember that someone else's feelings are not ours, and that we are free to pick how we answer. This doesn't mean we're not cold or uncaring at all. We must learn how to show kindness calmly. Carefully is a great example of this. In life, doctors and healthcare are essential. As professionals, they often deal with people who are hurting but can't let what a patient's feelings say about their choices or steps to take if doctors become too much caring for them may cause them harm, psychic stress, and not be able to sound like a professional. Judgments. Instead, they have to there is a specific mental distance to observe. The situation makes sense and presents an offer. Working well treatments. We also need to ask ourselves means letting myself be. Understanding another person's feelings can be beneficial. Most of the time, the answer is no. Keep your mind clear and steady. Being able to see ways that the person they can't feel pain because their feelings make it difficult for them to judge you. Lead the person who helps them find the way to get past I'm struggling to avoid getting sucked into, even if we don't understand how other people feel. On the other hand, care for them requires a strong desire to understand others, but one. This originates from a calm mind, by feelings. This is a tricky mix, but a significant one when we can't change someone else's pain. We can't alter their feelings, but we can influence them. Respond by remaining steadfast in our purpose, and I refuse to give in to being taken away. Feelings make us stronger and more. Working well, fans are not getting involved in others. Feelings are an important part of being silent. Life helps us maintain our inner peace while offering long-term and helpful help to people who are, now that you're in pain, let's move on to the secret. Third, in the journey of finding your best and beating it possible, but first I have a when will you take action? If you see someone in pain, will you help them right away? Support them and try to ease their pain. Will you speak with kindness or will you step in? Hold back and let them fight on their own. This question has a profound impact on us. Main thing that being tough is the third key to success. Really becoming. Number 3 is smart. Give advice. Give information that makes sense. Because reason for people who follow Stoicism, what is the best way to help someone? The individual who is injured is not experiencing significant pain, empathy, or getting caught up in their instead of feelings. It's about giving them wisdom based on reason and encouraging them to develop their own strength and concentrating on what they can in charge. But how do we logically offer giving advice while being sensitive? Giving them the strength to face life. Without exacerbating matters, when someone is hurting, it's easy for us to fall into the realm of loss. Feel their pain and attempt to comfort them. Use phrases such as, "Everything will be fine. Let out all your tears, but be strong." We thought we should show them how to view their pain came from a different source. It's normal to lose hope sometimes. The most crucial aspect of life is learning how to understand that everything we love is made of stuff that doesn't last. Accepting this, a simple fact, will guide you. There is peace when you see someone in pain. Instead of giving them comfort with words that make them feel bad and need our help, see the truth and figure out a way to fix it. Ask questions such as, what is based on reason? In this case, it's something you can control, or what can you do to alter the way you understand the issue? These questions will only help them understand their condition, but also push them to act based on logic instead of imagine the emotions a friend is experiencing. When they experience failure at work, they feel lost and confused. A powerless person who isn't familiar with Stoicism might only bring comfort and tell them things will get better. Stout philosophers would do better. Encourage them to view this loss as an opportunity. It was a lesson and a chance to grow as a person. Failure doesn't make someone less strong. How do we handle and overcome that? Our identity is shaped from a Stoic perspective. Your friend doesn't need your point of view, comfort, but a realistic look at in this case, sensible advice doesn't help. Reject their feelings, but instead encourage them to dispel negative emotions, putting our attention on something better. What can they do now, though? Giving sensible advice doesn't mean a Stoic knows that because they don't have emotion. As a person, you have feelings, people, and they shouldn't be rejected or, I felt, simultaneously pushed down. We should not be told what to do. Taking acts that stress reason doesn't mean being cold, but rather going with someone was on their way to find the best and most fair way to take care of their things that happen in real life. Are many times when sensible advice has shown to work. For example, in the at work, there are times when we have to face problems with co-workers or adverse experiences. If a project fails, this could trigger feelings of anger, frustration, and the need to rant. But a boss whose silence doesn't just make you feel better, they assure their worker that everything will be fine. Okay, but what can we learn from this situation? Learn from this mistake. What could we do better next time? The method not only helps them get past negative feelings, but it also encourages growth as a person and duty at the end. When we offer, we're not only giving you beneficial information, the hurt person got away from negative feelings while also helping them in mentally building up, they will no longer count on independence. Despite external comforts, it's important to discover your own courage and strength within. This is the most important thing of all. The Stoic theory tells people to become stable and unaffected by external factors, things, so the next time you face somebody who is hurt, instead of just giving. To feel better, try giving tips based on reason to help them understand that while they not being able to change what happens, fully determine how they will react to it. Now you know how to find real peace. In life, no matter how much pain or failing they have to deal with, we want to say our thank you and best of luck with your endeavors. You've reached the midpoint of today's show. Your being here shows that you are fully ready. Journey. Now turn your attention to there are 2 additional rules to adhere to when pausing. Some ideas for your growth. Step 4. Accept that life changes all the time. Passing away of life is a never-ending flow. Everything is all the time. Happiness has times that change everything. Move through the space like a gentle breeze. Meadow in the fall. In the afternoon, pain manifests itself in the same manner. Afterward, long been an integral part of Stoic thought, stressed how temporary life is, that everything from emotions to significant life events is involved isn't eternal, but can we? Most importantly, those who are hurt really understand and accept this truth. It's not small. Challenge understanding that change is not just a dry intellectual idea, but a getting rid of negative thoughts is crucial. How do we feel when we meet people who are the optimal approach to managing pain is to avoid it? Strive to alleviate their suffering immediately, but to help them understand that pain is life will always include something. Now you know how to help them face reality and build up your Stoic thinkers who believe in resilience, the works of Marcus Aurelius, Epicurus, and Seneca. They all agreed that the universe works rules that can't be changed. One of them, the law dictates that things must change. It's not a bad thing of nature, it's just a part of life, which means that everything we go through, whether happiness or sadness, will go away. Why? Suffer because of things that are by nature temporary. When people are losing someone, they tend to avoid separation or mental pain. To hold on to the past and not accept it, this keeps them trapped in a vicious cycle. They are in pain, but if we can help them see, this pain changes with the seasons, is just a part of life. They understand peace out. When you're going through pain, the first thing a Stoic would do is to help the person understand the question. Do you think this hurts? Will it last forever, do you think? Other feelings will fade away and pass. You with useful lessons. These questions make room for as a way for them to deal with their feelings so that you understand how they feel. Not instead of attempting to say no, Stoic philosophy advises us to avoid experiencing pain. It is important to absorb it with a calm mind. It's not a threat, it's an opportunity for us to get stronger and more, keep Victor alive. Frankl is an Austrian neurosurgeon and psychologist and the author of the Read the book, Man's Search for Meaning. Frankl has not only lived through the unimaginable being hurt in Nazi prison camps, he lost his friends and family in that situation, but besides that he used this hard time to find more value in your life rather than he let his pain and loss take over. Frankl accepted that life is what it is. Changes all the time, even in the worst. There are still options available to us. Face them, he thought, that while we have no power over what happens to us, can decide how to react to problems after he got his freedom. Frankl used his pain to come up with a logo. Therapy is a way to help people, the most important things in life. Not straightforward. His story is a powerful one. Proof of how accepting change works. Not only does it help us overcome pain, also leads to radical growth, which leads to more self-awareness. Along with a better grasp of real life, this shows how a person is able to not only handle big changes loss, but you can also use it as a way to achieve amazing things, achieve their goals, and leave a lasting effect on. Accepting that things change doesn't mean that I don't mean to ignore pain or make it worse. Stoic thought should go away instead. Teach us that by getting to know and by accepting the rules of life, we can find inner peace. Peace and pain may come, but they also will. What matters is how we deal with it. When you come across someone who is pain makes them think of impermanence, do you believe in it? This pain will never go away. And I can see that as clearly as a spring falling. It takes away their pain, and they will learn to accept it if it goes away. With more strength than grown-ups, remember that things change. And this change is what makes life worth living. Valuable when we understand this, not only do we assist ourselves, but we also have the capacity to assist others. Some people find peace and hope when things get tough. Have a conversation in the comments section if you'd like. Do you feel like Viktor Frankl did? Do you think you would choose to respond just like he did and facing reality? We look for meaning in hardships. I'm looking forward to hearing take your time. Story number 5, play. Maintaining patience in a world filled with stress is crucial. In chaotic times, patience is one of the most important virtues that are important and useful, but this is also one of the traits of when faced with someone we frequently experience pressure to suppress our natural emotions. We must take immediate action to find a solution, help them get away from. However, in Stoic thought, pain is considered negative. Becoming more patient is not only important to us, but it's also the how can we assist others in finding their path by going through pain until we learn to keep you cool, don't rush, and can we truly react at the right time? Lend a hand properly, for instance, in daily life. When someone you care about going through a tough mental or during this emotional time, we may feel that there is pressure to act immediately, ease their pain, but maybe that's what we need our calm and patience the most. It's about being present and listening without having to. Don't respond right away. This gives you patience, giving them time to deal with their feelings on their own. To learn more about what they are having trouble with patience in reserved people. Philosophy doesn't mean being quiet or giving up and accepting fate. Instead, waiting means being able to maintain composure and bide your time until the appropriate moment. It's time to move. It's a process. The ability to listen, watch, and understand is crucial. What the situation was before making, look at an example from real life when making choices. If a sports coach is present outside of the game, they don't. Right away, yell instructions to everyone. When a player messes up, instead, they remain motionless, observing the scene. Right time to give the message. Same kind of advice when working with. We must wait for someone who is in pain. Wait until they are ready. To rush or force someone to get help. Things are only going to get worse. Tough in a relationship. When the person is experiencing pain on both sides. Hold on, the injured person needs time to deal with their feelings and discover a way to heal, while the helpers learn how to hold your breath while you listen to a question. You should consider this when you reflect on the past. Times you helped someone feel better. How many times did you rush to deliver? What advice did you give? And what happened? What could have happened if you had given? This gives them more time to reflect on their feelings. One more time, think about the process of getting better from physical injury when you get hurt. Like, if you break your leg, you can't run and jump like before in a few days. It takes time to heal, and being patient helps. You not only stay away from mistakes that rushed, but also show respect for getting better processed the same way, with emotions burned in order to learn patience. We have to learn to be patient with other people. With as Seneca said, it's not that we don't have much time to live, but we don't waste much of it. Life is long enough, and an amount that is sufficiently generous has been given. This quote can make us think. We should reflect on whether we have provided enough. We gave ourselves time to deal with our pain. Alternatively, we could swiftly move past them. Avoid our "how do we feel" when we learn to practice. It gets harder to be patient with our problems. It is easier to help others on their own. Accept that you will go through pain. It takes time to heal, and we can't rush it. Can make other people feel valued. And understanding patience in Stoic thought is not only a good thing, but also a strong tool to help us and the people around us deal with issues arise when we attempt to exercise patience. We make room for understanding. For this is the normal way for the body to heal, place to grow as a person. So the next time you encounter someone when you're in pain, keep in mind that you have patience. It might be the best gift you can give. Could you please wait a little longer? They need to wait until they decide what to do, when. I enjoy being in someone else's pain the most. It's not important to find no other way to comfort or help than to know that everyone needs time to get better. The Stoics teach us about ourselves, about being cool, logical, and patient in challenging times. In some cases, simply listening with a heart open to accept the transience of life and helping others. Returning to their inner strength can be the solution. Our most valuable gift is the gift of love, peace, and the strength to endure trouble. Remember that not all pain has to be solved right away, but rather saw and understood, shared by following the rules of Stoic ideas. We not only become improved fans, should also assist those in need. Pain finds its way and emerges stronger. After every challenge in the winds of we will be calm and patient in life. The light that guides them through the darkness, find light again. They have faith in their own inner strength, help you get through every danger. So I can be proud to say that I have gotten over. You've achieved your goal. It's the best gift you could give. If you give, you can give the world and yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please consider click the like button to show your support for the YouTube. Leave a comment with please share your thoughts and the video with me. Family and friends to spread the Stoic thought has some beneficial ideas. Together, Stoic thought has some beneficial ideas that can help you navigate through life's challenges. Sharing these ideas with your family and friends can spread positivity and resilience.